your account or what he said. It's just simply that I literally today.
It's inconvenient for you if Mikhail is actually.
No. I happen to have.
It's inconvenient to your perspective, Buttercup. Just admit that is why you don't want Mikhail to be from Palestine.
I know, but Mixed, you gotta let her finish the sentence.
So the reason I spoke up and maybe got too excited is because literally 3 hours ago I had the same argument with those same characters, Wednesday and Mikhail and some other guy who claimed to be from Janine, and I told him that I was arguing. My argument was that Hamas is not serving the Palestinian national cause, and they were arguing that it is serving the Palestinian national cause. And he was talking about his family, his immediate family members in Gaza, who are happy to be martyrs for the cause, and how they're really enjoying what's going on there. And to me, that's not credible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's like
Daniel's talking.
I messaged my friend. Let me finish. And then I messaged my friend, who knows this guy Mikhail, and said I don't think he's Palestinian because he's celebrating the deaths of his family members in Gaza right now. His immediate family members.
By the way, that's exactly what these dumb fucks do. They're martyrs. They celebrate that shit.
Okay, well, I believe you, but not
exactly. Yes, she's doing exactly what
Nikki, can I respond?
They martyr their own fucking family and children.
I agree. I just don't think Mikhail is one of them. Nikki, I know some of them do. Mikhail is not one of them.
That's your opinion. Listen, you know, okay, people mute for a minute.
It's hot and heavy.
As Jews, everybody wants to tell us what we are.
I'm a Jew.
Quiet. I'm talking.
Should I disbelieve you
I'm
now?
talking. I will move everybody down to the fucking audience so I don't get interrupted.
Don't get so angry, people. You just got back.
I know, that's why I'm
not there. I know, but just calm down. No, but let's have a productive one. Then jump off the apple.
So let me finish my thought though. Everybody wants to tell us what we are. BHI tells us we're not the real Jews. Fucking Palestinians and Gazans tell us we don't belong in the land of Israel. It's not our land. Everybody is telling us who we are and what we're supposed to be. What are you doing right now, Buttercup? Listen, I'm not siding with them. I don't like them. Mikhail, especially, he's a wild, disgusting waste of human flesh. But who are you to start telling people what they are? He wants to call himself a Palestinian, let him. He wants to call himself an Israelite, let him. He wants to call himself a Moroccan. I mean, I may get a little pissed off, but let him. Who are you to say what people are? Really and truly, think about
it. I think the whole point is missed, man. I think what he said was truer than true. Hamas is Gaza, Gaza is Hamas.
It is.
And he was being 100% accurate.
He's claiming to speak on behalf of Gaza.
You know, but Buttercup, with all due respect,
he speaks on behalf of himself.
He speaks on behalf of himself.
Exactly. Gaza and Hamas.
And we've been with other people in rooms, and Daniel's been there, and Prince tried to dox this guy, almost brought him in. I think he was live from Gaza, and the totally saying that Hamas murders people. Almost was on a mission for like 2 weeks to try and get Prince because Prince said that he's going to report this guy straight to Hamas to have him killed for speaking out against them. They are all Hamas.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to Buttercup. Yeah, so she's saying Hamas isn't serving the Palestinian cause, right? Saying hold on. Saying Hamas isn't serving the Palestinian cause is just a way to avoid facing the truth, okay? Hamas is the Palestinian cause in Gaza. It is. They control it, they run it, they openly show up, they openly state their goal is the destruction of Israel. That's not them being off track. And I finished my sentence. That's their core mission. Pretending otherwise is just blocking your ears to reality, Buttercup. If you want to talk about the Palestinian cause, honestly, you can't separate it from Hamas, because Hamas defines where they hold power. Do you understand that?
Quick thing here. You know, you guys are using a lot of words to try to convey a simple topic. Most of these Muslims, they're jihadis.
Oh.
And that's fucking it.
Yeah, that's
it might be inconvenient for most normal Americans who like to be like reasonable with most people. But dude, holy shit, I met a bunch of random Muslims in college and shit, and then seeing the shit they post and the way they act, the way they were fucking, oh, I'm not really like Muslim like that. And then once Trump's up for fucking election, all of a sudden they're super Muslim. They are fucking jihadis. Every random Muslim, you know, from high school that fucking flies back to fucking Pakistan and gets married there. Super weird. Super, you know. I mean, yeah, as the average suburban American.
Thank you, that was
like,
insightful.
we give people
Now,
the benefit
Buttercup,
of
you
the doubt.
wanna tell us what your friend told you?
They're fucking jihadis.
Great. Buttercup,
So,
say your friend had some late breaking news about the.
I got a feeling
Kyle, do you wanna share your?
I don't think she's gonna speak right now. She feels targeted, but I want to hear from Dan.
Her feelings are
He is being targeted, he said that he had relevant
We're up to
information.
Dan, we're up to Dan, sorry everybody, you're up to Daniel, we're up to Dan, thank you.
The Palestinian cause, like, you know what it is?
Yes.
Jihad.
State of Israel, no?
No, guys, I asked Balakap, but I said, like, Balakap, do you know what the Palestinian?
It depends who you ask. Is it Hamas or the Palestinian Authority or the regular?
The Palestinian, no, you said that, he said that Hamas
The answer is no,
is
he doesn't know very clearly what.
No, I'm
Said,
talking
hold on,
about,
please.
he's talking about the aspiration for two states. Does it help or hurt? He says it helps. I say it hurts.
he said it for the Palestinian cause. And now, if you talk about two states, now like Australia is recognizing Canada is rewarding terrorism. They are actually rewarding those terrorists with promise of recognition of.
That's the argument he made. That it worked. October 7 worked.
So I mean, and what do you think?
Yeah,
It's
there are a
not
lot of
happening.
things that.
Well, I mean, what's left of Gaza though? They slammed it to the ground, so it didn't. I mean, it was. I think people on the ground of Gaza don't feel like it worked for them.
But yes, but what is the Palestinian cause?
Aspiration for a state, but not at the expense of like all of their kids, you know?
You think they want us
What
to
is
be?
the cause? Wow, what's happening? Like,
Just let him speak, McSad, I know you have a lot to say,
Quiet.
So, Balaka, where are we with the Palestinian cause?
I think if you ask most Palestinians, they don't think October 7 advanced their cause.
What am I asking and what are you answering?
What is their cause? That's what he's asking.
What?
What's their
Their
cause?
cause is for a state, whether it's one state or two states, depends who you ask,
No,
right?
no,
But you're right, you gotta get rid of those pesky fucking Jews, you know?
Okay, Pepe,
No, some are willing to coexist, some are not. It depends who you ask.
Happy, did you just say get rid of the pesky Jews?
Well, how else can they be free? God damn it! You gotta get rid of them.
Okay, who?
Can we give him?
Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Are you having a schizophrenic moment?
No, the
Or were you gonna say-
Palestinians, well, okay, but how can the Palestinians, like, how can they have Tel Aviv and all to themselves if Jews are there? They can't.
But why would they be pesky Jews?
Because it was all Palestine.
Oh my god, Happy, he woke up with the wrong side of the bed again today.
He woke up with the wrong personality.
I did the shahada yesterday. I'm gonna go fuck a lamb and eat it later.
Okay, have fun.
That can't be how.
Anyways, back to Buttercup. Go ahead.
The Palestinian cause is basically the destruction of Israel.
Yeah, and also the Palestinians might now say October 7th didn't have their cause, but Hamas did it.
No.
They did it in their name. Plenty of celebrated at that time, so you can't
I'm not talking about Hamas, I'm talking about the Palestinian cause.
I'm talking about the national aspiration for a Palestinian state. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we see the Palestinian cause all over the world. We
I
see
said aspiration for a state.
Yeah,
Which you agree with. You're a two-stater, right, Daniel?
No, I don't. Who said aspiration for a state? Are you
That's
projecting
how
an
we were
aspiration
talking.
for a
That's how
state?
we were defining it in the conversation. Aspiration for a Palestinian
No,
state.
I'm asking what is the Palestinian cause, not what Barakah wants the Palestinian cause to be.
There's different views. If you ask Abbas, and he says two states, right? The Palestinian Authority supports two states. If you ask Hamas, they tried to conquer Israel with the October 7th. So it depends who you ask.
No, that's not a cause. That's like a tactic in order to get to a like. That's not the goal to massacre Jews. That's like a way to.
Okay. Well, they actually, if you read the article that I linked, it said exactly what their plan was. Their plan was to conquer Israel.
I looked at the plan. I'm not talking about the plan. Okay, I'm asking like, what is the goal? What is the intention? What is the cause?
The cause is to create the Palestinian state alongside Israel. That's the cause. Depends who you ask. I'm not talking about Hamas. We're talking about Palestinians.
If that's what it
So
was,
those that
dividing
those that are again, I'm not talking about just Gaza. I'm talking about the Palestinian cause. I see them like also a lot in the West. I see it in the UN. I see it in like I like free Palestine from the river to the sea. This is the cause. Do you understand what it means?
We also, guess what? The same slogans in our materials. It's not a unique. I hope people think
Wow,
that
you're
it's
so
actually
good.
not.
Listen, hold on, Nikki, hold on, 1 second.
Everyone
1
in
second.
Israel's wearing a full river to the sea thing around their neck.
When they chant, first of all, if you would open like a map and you would look what happens between the river and the sea, you would see like my house there. Now, when they chant now from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. What does it mean?
I've heard this. I think some people feel that way. What is
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
personally for me, to me,
Nikki.
What I can-
Like, I don't need help.
so I do hear people using those slogans, and I think that it sometimes it's heard in different ways depending.
You heard people using those slogans.
Yes.
This is the most used slogan that was in the like massive demonstrations that are all over the world.
Sure.
It's not like, and what does it mean?
So it depends who you ask. Some people know what it means, and some people say it just means remove the blockade, like it was when I was in 2004. There was no blockades from the river to the sea, right? When I lived in Israel in 2004, but
Do you think it's a legitimate chant?
we've lived it before, and there was no immediately implosion of the Jewish people. From the river to the sea with no blockade.
I'm asking about the chant
It just
itself.
means the chant
Do you
means
think it's
different things.
legitimate?
90% of people who say it don't think of it the way you think of it.
Okay, so you said one example.
There's nothing inherently in the chant that says
90% of people don't know what river or what fucking sea they're talking
Yeah,
about.
Nikki, we know. We all watch the same tech points. But
Whoa, no, but it's not a fucking joke.
okay, but
It's actually
my
real.
point is that inherently the words don't mean to expel the Jews
It
or kill the
So
Jews.
what does it mean? So hold on, 1 second, guys.
It just
give me a
means
minute.
it means freedom of
First of all,
movement.
like chillax a bit. And guys, give me like 2 minutes, like to kind of engage. Because like you're just shouting,
No, but as much time as you want, but it sounds like Buttercup is screaming and she's on the defense.
Yeah, so
But I think I want her to take a breath and like have a conversation with John instead of fucking challenging everything.
Yeah.
No, but you are.
You, read your DMs, I have my time.
No, Buttercup.
What?
Buttercup.
Read your DMs, I have my time limits, nigger.
Let's see here.
That's what it means.
Which part is occupied?
Okay. So hold on. So why from the river to the sea?
Because that's encompassing of the territories instead of just Israel.
So
Which
what-
you always tout as a great
So-
bastion of democracy.
So when they show in Palestinian embassies, wherever they do have embassies, or like in their marches, when they put a map of Palestine, how does it look like? Does it look like a two-state? Like, did you ever see them chanting for 2 states, or do they chant free Palestine from the river to the sea? Like, except like us, who is talking
I want to ask
immediately?
you.
in the Palestinian cause about coexisting alongside Israel?
So, you know Netanyahu, it was,
Not Netanyahu, I'm talking about the Palestinian
but
cause.
someone handed him an envelope.
I'm talking about the Palestinian cause. And I
I'm
understand
talking about the greater Israel cause, which is even worse.
I'm not talking about Israel, I'm talking about the Palestinian cause.
But the greater Israel project is
But
even
the
worse.
Palestinian cause, Buttercup, please. Yeah, no more, hold on, no more. Buttercup, please. The topic right now that you brought is the Palestinian cause.
They draw the map the same way Israelis draw the map, exactly the same.
I'm asking what is the Palestinian, sweetie, I understand that you are.
The borders they draw are the same.
Hold on, son. I'm gonna drop her for a second. I'm gonna drop her for a second because this is fucking crazy to me.
She feels that she has to defend every fucking part of when she responds. This is, honestly, Daniel, it's the definition of insanity, bro. I know you're in a good place and you want to ask great things. You're not going to get anywhere there. She doesn't know how to have a conversation. Everything is, she thinks she's at the White House being like, I don't understand. She's debating. Like, she can't have a normal conversation. I'd like to bring her back up and for her to talk normally to you, but she has to, if you say Gaza's doing this, she says, well, Israel's doing this. It's always a tit for tat for her. There's no answer. She can't just say, yes, you're right. Yeah. And then bring it up later in a conversation. Say, by the way, this is what I see is going on as well. It's tit for tat. Every single thing you talk to her about, Daniel.
Daniel, she wants your energy. Daniel,
you're
wants your energy. Okay? The more you say, she wins.
That's true. I just wanted to say, you're masterful at this, Daniel. You have tremendous patience, tremendous domain area expertise, and you're very good at it. And in my view, you're better than me.
And then
What I wanted to say is that, do you know the expression in Arabic? Because we should listen to what they say. The very famous expression in Arabic is, from water to water, Palestine will be Arabic. Okay? That's what they say, and that's what it means.
And I want to try one last time, and I want her to come up, and I don't want to tell her what to say. I want to see if she can. Acknowledge what Daniel's saying. You don't have to defend it. It's not a tit for tat. Nobody's throwing rocks at you. You're taking it so personal that I'm starting to think you're from Gaza. And I don't want to think that.
Daniel, you don't listen to what she want to indoctrinate us.
No. We're not gonna do that shit. We're not gonna do that, Dave. We're not gonna do that, Dave. Guys. She's a woman. At the end of the day, we may not agree with her. I want to see if she can actually have a conversation with points that you bring up, and she says, "Yes, you're right, Daniel," without trying to fucking. No, let's see. I want her.
No, but she can't.
No, the structure of her communication
what she's talking about.
evil.
People that do what she's doing talk out of their ass and really have nothing of value or any knowledge to bring to the conversation. That's why she's doing what she's doing. She can't stay focused. She can't stay on topic. Daniel asked her about the Palestinian cause, and she's bringing up Netanyahu. That's not what she asked.
Much of evil is communication structure. I know, like, Daniel, you probably think, like, fuck, I wish we didn't get involved right now, but I was watching you go back and forth trying your hardest with her. I know you try even harder with certain other people, but you're not gonna get anywhere, bro. She's gonna throw a rock at everything you say. If you say tomorrow Gaza caught 10 pounds of fish, she's gonna say, well, Israel only caught 8. Because, no, I'm not joking, guys. That's a problem.
He's gonna say that the Gazans wanted to do 10
No, but it's not a joke. She's going to find something somewhere. So she is like the localities that are holding Israel, that Israel is not allowed to make any mistakes at all.
Baby, I don't think, you're making a good point, which is that there's ways to listen and engage with what people are saying, and there's ways to engage in witty banter where we quickly say as much as we can back and forth to win points for one side or the other. And what you're saying is that she's playing this like a game. She's not engaging with any of us, taking in what we're saying. She's sort of rearing up to share again her concerns that we are engaged in a genocide.
Yeah, also we talk about things that Daniel doesn't know.
It's like a trial lawyer tactic, but not all trial lawyers use that tactic because they lose in the end. So some trial lawyers will concede to the point, and then they'll compile all of their evidence at the end,
and smash the fucking defendant with, like, if the prosecutor had
This is litigation.
no, but I'm listening to her. It sounds like I'm hearing a litigator.
Maybe it's as simple as bickering. If I say it's blue, you say it's red. I say it's big, you say it's small. We can do that for hours, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna get nowhere.
And she purposely say things that Daniel doesn't know. For reference of El Norma, she for the first time used the word Amharic.
What do you mean that Daniel doesn't know? Daniel knows Amalek.
What do you mean, Dave?
Norm knows the word Amalek.
Yeah, for Daniel, the Amalek word just flow through from left ear to the right ear.
No, because he knows that, though. Daniel knows that, Dave.
I know, but she just say greater Israel when Daniel say river to the sea.
No, I think Dave was. I think Mick said was 100% right on it. It's bickering.
Dave, it didn't go. I just didn't. The topic was different, so I didn't address it because that's not the topic about Israel and all that jazz.
But all the topic we want to speak now is
about Dave. I understand, but you're doing exactly. But you're doing it. Like you are the one bringing back this nonsense. I was actually not engaging with this, and I was trying to go back to the conversation, and now you're bringing it back.
Okay, so why don't we bring her back up so that we can have a conversation?
I think it comes from this moral superiority complex.
Like oppositional defiance disorder. She's rebelling against her.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is, and that's what a teen does when you're telling your child you can't go out as late. But I went out yesterday. But Billy's family lets him go out.
But you went out.
Yeah, but you went out. No, that's the whole thing. So you end up, and they made it illegal to beat your kids. It's probably because a lot of but it's probably because a lot of that's what adolescents do. So like when I was a kid, my mom said, "Don't say don't say no," and I said, "Okay, how come?" She said, "What?" And I said, "I didn't say no." I said, "How come?" That's an adolescent immature thing to do. That's what I want to see. Because I do believe she probably has some good points. They're lost. So she sounds like a psycho because she's acting like one. Because it's bickering back and forth. And it doesn't make sense what the fuck she's saying. So her good points are not good points anymore. They're just bickering. It's exactly what I'm saying. And people in the chat, they got it.
I don't recall one good point from her.
No, I know. I'm just saying she might have a Glenn, but I haven't heard it because she doesn't allow it. Because she's constantly feeling the need to fucking defend her oppressor, her murderer. She wants to defend the people that want to kill us and her if she's a Jew. That's the craziest shit. That's not Stockholm syndrome, right?
Well, no. If I recall,
I don't trust.
Modern Zionists and Israelis to push away from the notion that the state of Israel is providing safety and security for them, and to lean more on the idea that going to America would be safer for the Jews, or acting differently. If the state of Israel was like more the way she felt it should be, then she wouldn't have.
But I want to hear what Rabinchik said, and I don't want anybody to disrespect him or whatever. You can come up and go back down, because you're saying that's not her view. Can you elaborate on what her view is? And you have the mic for a minute or two. Can you come up? Because if you're seeing a different view, I would love to hear it. And then I give my opinion afterwards, and you don't have to be on stage, so we don't have to argue. Do you mind joining the stage? Because 9 out of 10 people in this room see a different view. And I want to know the angle you're standing from, what you're seeing. Or do you think exactly like her? I'm just curious. Do you mind joining the stage?
Wait, who are you talking to?
Rubinchik. I've sent him an invite. I don't know if he's coming up. Is anybody else gonna invite him?
I did.
Yeah.
Rubinchik is very gentle. He doesn't like to fight.
And I just said, I welcomed him on the stage. Nobody argue with him. Nobody talk with him. Don't disrespect him. I just want to hear his opinion, and then he can bounce chat and text sometimes, or most of the times, don't express emotions, and I want to know what you honestly think. And with my humblest respect, I'm asking if you can come up and explain it.
He's saying that she has a good heart. He said that in the chat.
Yeah, and that doesn't tell me that she's coming from a good place.
You can't have a good heart without a good head, else the heart will just like bleed all over the place. My question is, what proves that she has a good heart? That she like is worried that she might be from a community that's committing a genocide? That doesn't give you a good heart.
Most definitely not. By putting down
trying to help.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Who the fuck is she trying to help? It doesn't sound like she's trying to help us.
She has like
psychology
for her fellow man, that she's displaying empathy that's like constructive and valuable and good for the world. How? Because she feels bad what the state of Israel is doing? Who's that helping? At all. I feel good
She
at
has
what
a
the state
good
of
heart
Israel is doing.
without
Does
realizing
that mean I have a good heart?
She has a good heart with no wisdom that this will destroy Israel. She has a good heart but without wisdom that's
There you go.
dangerous.
A good Hillel rabbi told me these pro-Pali people are some of the best intentioned people in the world. But what the hell?
Oh, that's why they're paving the road to hell.
Yeah. It's basic. I don't know why we're in this stage in history, but yeah.
She has not got a good heart. It's actually bullshit. Having a good heart means being honest about suffering on both sides, not excusing or downplaying violence for the pursuits of you by trying to defend or make excuses for groups like Hamas. She shows she's more interested in protecting an ideology.
Sorry for 1 second.
An ideology.
You keep putting bullshit in the chat. I'm removing you from the fucking
Yeah, that's
room.
what she does.
Do it one more time.
So that's not compassion, that's selective empathy.
Don't remove anybody, please.
No, but
It's
look
not,
what he's writing bullshit in the chat.
No, but Buttercup also said to live in some Hasbara la la land. So I don't.
Okay.
Maybe just let me say something out quickly. He's writing what? Don't get me wrong. But listen to me for 1 second. This person, Buttercup, is using nothing but Palestinian talking points.
I am noticing
These are the exact same things. These are the exact same things that these pro-Palestinians do on X. They do it on Clubhouse. They do it on Twitter. They do it on their TikTok. They do it everywhere. For her to have the chutzpah to even say Asbara, Lala, whatever she's fucking saying. Honestly, this person is abhorrent. She's sick. She's mentally ill. She's a self-hating Jew, and she shouldn't get a stage anywhere. And I'll say this in Hebrew to you, Buttercup, because you're fluent in Hebrew.
Spread on.
The hammer just got smashed on the table.
Man, I felt that aftershock. It's good.
And he's right. I think our heads were in good intentions yesterday, and I don't think we'll give up. But we keep spending so much time, and it becomes a point where you have to give tough love. Like if you were to have a crackhead as a child, you can't keep giving that child $10. You got to put them in rehab.
Buttercup, write it in Hebrew because you're fluent. Yada. We'll see how fluent you are in Hebrew. You speak 2 words in Hebrew, you're fluent. You live near Jerusalem. You read a green line for 1 year and you're Israeli. What do you think you are? You think you know everything about Israel because your family lives there?
She doesn't know shit about Israel.
He wanted me to. Tim, I sent the domain to John for Congress with the number 4, John JOHN 4 Congress. Cindy's asking what it is you want.
Don't believe
Here,
what?
she said a neo heaven what? What did you say, a neo heaven?
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Yeah, you love.
It's already done.
Many of your
Might take a
stuff
second for
because
Christian.
this is the
Might
same
take a
talking point.
So fast.
Might take a while for you because he's passionate. It's already done.
Now came with the Jews, and that shocked you, and that made you suffer.
No, the problem is, this is the problem. when you go into Amir's rooms, Scotty's rooms, and all
You're the
that,
man. I never thought I'd say that,
you
but
really,
you're the man.
really
There you go.
have
You
to
can
have
have
your head
my.
in your heart. Your head, first of all. Your head has to be in the right place because it's so. I've seen it. It's easy for these people to go in there, get fucking confused. They get to go dryer. They get spun around, thrown out. And you know, like when somebody wakes up with like bedhead and their hair's everywhere and shit.
Bring him back.
I think it's a fallacy. I think behavior of individuals doesn't erase the doctrines of the faith, and a lot of Muslims may be peaceful in practice, but that's often because they ignore or sort of soften parts of it. That makes sense to me, not because the religion itself is harmless. So I see that as fallacious.
Religion is whatever the religious make of it.
I got a question. What do you guys think is more dangerous, an indoctrinated, sympathizing Jew or a terrorist?
That's simple. History has proven that the most dangerous thing the world has ever seen is a Jew that takes sides against the community.
Big 100 for that. I think it's the most dangerous, unstable, problematic thing Jewish face, the people
You
face.
could say Jesus, you could say Paul, you could say Turkemada, you could say Marx. Jews that take a side against Judaism are dangerous for the world.
You know, the pro-Hamas demonstrations, there will always be like a bunch of useful idiot Jews that will hold a sign that says, not in our name. You know those, right?
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Hold on, yeah. And this is out of 16 million Jews, half of them in Israel, and like very small population. Out of 2 billion Muslims, how many went to the streets and held a sign after what Hamas did and say, not in our name?
I think there was like maybe a dozen in Gaza, but their families all got slaughtered.
Like anywhere in the Western world, like 10 guys with a board that they write, not in our name, or even like release the hostages. Where are they?
Yeah, where's the Muslims are the jihadis?
And how come like
Why come there's none on our side? Ever.
This is what's crazy. Like the Jews, like the not in our name bullshit, as if it's in their name or if it's like in the name of Judaism. Like fuck you, and they always go there. And the others like none.
Palestine. I've never heard of Muslims for Israel.
Or Muslims or queers.
That's fine, but listen. Queers for Palestine. I know that brand. I'm aware of it. Guys, very simply, it's not like a trick question. Where is the of the billion Muslims in the world? Where is the slogan Muslims for Israel? Where is it?
Don't tell them short, there's 1.8 billion of them.
That's great. Where is the slogan Muslims for Israel? Queers for Palestine? Yes. Muslims for Israel, where is it? There are way more Muslims than there are queers.
Think about that, guys. How deep that is. So you have 2 types of people protesting. You have pro-Palestinian and you have pro-Israeli Zionists protesting on opposite sides of the street. On the one side of the street where it's pro-Palestinian, you'll have Jews over there. On the Zionist and Israeli and Jewish side, you have just Jews. How scary is that our own people are walking over to the other side? How fucked up is that? That doesn't make sense to me. And people are going off, and I'm going to turn the chat back on, but going off and defending Buttercup and defending other fucked up situations. And you sympathizing Jews and Zionists, you're problematic, man. You want to see peace? You need to stop fucking talking. Book a surgery where they remove your tongue, because you're dangerous. Remove a couple fingers because you can't type, so you don't type either. You are doing more harm to the Jewish people than you know.
So the people here want peace, except what they want is peace by being subjugated. What the American Israel leader want, peace is through strength. That's why we are different. Buttercup, peace by being surrendering. We want peace by deciding the future of Israel.
No, but after I said all that, I think I'll put Muslims serving the IDF on all that, but what is that? Are you trying to say, like, and I could be wrong, Enigma, but are you trying to say, because I said about the protest, that Jews are on the Palestinian side, but there's nobody on our side? Are you trying to say, well Muslims serve in the IDF? Is that what that is?
No, I think the interpretation of peace, people like Rubenchik, believe in peace by coexistence, by subjugation.
I never said Muslims don't support Israel.
I'm not saying you, BB. I'm not saying.
No, I'm reading her chat because that's the thing. So it's the same. So I'm starting to see a same pattern here with Rubenchik, Enigma, and Buttercup. They're all doing that tit for tat shit.
Exactly. I think two days ago you stand up and you saw the pattern and you mobilized us to see the truth. I suspected it, but you stand up and you help us to see the truth, right? I suspected for some time now, but after Buttercup, after he said, so be it, if the Jewish become the minority, so be it. What is more important is the principle of democracy, whatever the cost, with no wisdom. If this lead to high risk social experiment that will lead to the complete destruction of Israel, so be it. The ideology of democracy, total 100% pureness, is far more important.
The West gotta get it together, bro. Okay? Thanks. That's a little commercial, guys. It's a paid advertising. Don't do drugs. And George will come off the mic every once in a while to remind you guys why you shouldn't do narcotics.
I love it. Thank you.
But yeah, I think that's a big problem, and
I support that message.
yeah, and he supports it. But do you guys see what I'm seeing, or am I getting too deep, like thinking too deep into it? This tit for tat shit is very problematic. Do you guys agree with that statement?
It's just they trying to find some kind of way to defend their stance no matter what. That's what she does. She knows she's wrong. She wants to come in here and stir the pot, and people play into it, and try to have this long-winded 3-hour debate with her. At the end of the day, it's just pointless. Like, listen, she'll be in the mirrors room, and if you guys can catch that, go in there and see how she acts in those rooms. She's she'll try to come in here and say, oh, but I want a free democratic Israel. I want everybody to live in harmony, peace, and harmony. And then she'll go in there and agree with everything that they say about, taking over Israel, wiping out the Jews, and supporting Hamas. It's just pretty much just a fence sitting. Like, I don't even want to call it fence sitting because it doesn't even, to me, it's not fence sitting. She comes in here, says the opposite of what we agree with. Like I said, it's just a waste of time. She's just a lost cause, or she's just doing this for attention. I don't know. And you guys are giving her plenty of.
The framing of the Palestinian cause sounds always like very wholesome, no free Palestine. Like, it sounds good. It's like, even what she's like, I'm supporting the free democratic Israel from the river to the sea. I mean, it sounds amazing, right? Like, as if like our neighbors just want to do like haggis and pizzas, and they throw us like flowers over the borders all the time. She's basically, again, unknowingly supporting Hamas's cause, the Palestinian cause, of the destruction of the Jewish state. And I think that we have the 2 billion silent Muslims, and we have the useful idiots in the West that are constantly attacking and blaming Israel for everything, and blaming the Palestinians for literally nothing. Like Hamas, I condemn Hamas, let's move on. No. They put zero responsibility, zero accountability to the Palestinians, but they want to give them an autonomy of the state. It's a delusion. And the fact that Jews, instead of like realizing them, they It's like, what did the Palestinians do? Who? Meanwhile, the Hamas leaders are flying to Turkey and to Qatar, and they're like, and the ICC wants to put an arrest warrant on Netanyahu. No one is like, Hamas are a terrorist group. But according to the UN, they're not a terrorist group. And Palestine is a seat in the UN. But who is the condemning? Israel. And the fact that Jews participate in this is mind-blowing. Because they, like, the thing that, I was asking Buttercup many times, and I was like, when you kind of jumped in, I was actually about to give in, because it looks like it's not about the Jews. It's about just like, what about Israel? What about, and most of the pro-Palestinians, the only thing that they know about Palestinians is Palestinian victimhood from Israel. Whatever they did, Israel is the biggest dog, so we expect Israel from the Palestinians, we expect nothing. So obviously, if the Palestinians are suffering, it's because of Israel. It's so simple, and whenever you want to try to kind of open it, take down the blockade, they say. Why the fuck would we take out the blockade? The blockade is there for a reason, because they blow up. So it's all like, I don't get it. I get that the people that are usually idiots in the West, and those slogans actually work, and those chants are cute, and you have the accessories, the kafia, and you have all the talking points, and you feel smart, and you feel moral, and you feel humane, and you feel that you fight people the right thing. You're not. You're actually supporting Nazism. And when they would wake up to realize that they would actually be supporting Nazism, God bless them. Good luck.
It's very interesting, Daniel. She just said, I'm sorry, I just want to say one thing. She just said that, Amir is has intellectual integrity and honesty, and it's just so interesting to me how she gets to that point.
Do you guys not see people just on any issue, even outside of this? You don't see how many people hate capitalism. They think that whether it's America, we're just evil to the core. They deny the foundation of our country. They delegitimize it. Therefore, it should all be torn down to the ground because we have an original sin. These people have always fucking exist. You see these assholes, they undermining their own countries and cultures and values and just everything. I mean, why? To me, I just look at that Buttercup girl. She just seems like one of them to me. I mean, it's not surprising. It's just they've been around forever.
So I need 30 seconds for solution to Buttercup. Singapore face problem like this. The leader of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, faced 20, 30 Western journalists criticizing Singapore democracy, right? But so that's just the same thing like Buttercup is doing, challenging Israel democracy, right? And what you need is strong leader like Lee Kuan Yew. But now you have you need a strong leader for Israel, and this strong leader will speak to every single Jews of you. There shall be no weak Jews.
I want to add something what he said, because he has a question about the anti-Zionist, lefty, self-hating Jews, which in my opinion are the worst, really the worst we have. So the answer is, why is that? And I know some people here, even Jews, don't hold to the Tanakh, but the Tanakh is the answer. The answer of the Tanakh is that it states very clear that no nation can defeat the Jewish people. And we have seen that throughout history. Even the Nazis were not able to annihilate us, right? So who is the only nation who can destroy the Jewish nation?
Us.
Exactly. It's the Tanakh. Exactly.
I mean, do you think she's I've struggled to ask myself, why do these people hate everything about maybe who they are, whether they're a Westerner, the country they come from. They'll excessively harp on how evil or bad their country is. They'll side with people that.
Hold on. Did Enigma just get triggered and expose herself?
Yeah, I mean, dude, she's already exposed herself before that, but that's the cherry on top.
The great now is the cherry. The Torah and the Tanakh are both vile books that are not even good enough for toilet paper.
You guys hear this?
Oh,
You guys hear this?
Oh my God.
She's after me right now, so that's okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just please, anybody, just recognize that this person is not an ally or a friend at all, okay?
That's weird.
So, and she's a Nazi lover. Yes, Norm, she is. She said there was good Nazis. No, there's not one good Nazi ever. And anybody that says that is a Nazi lover.
Wow. I can't
It's
believe
psychosexual, guys. Psychological in the sexual realm. Thank you.
Wait, I thought she was the one that was claiming to be a psychologist, and she didn't know.
Exactly.
Exactly. Claiming. Around.
Well, I was asking her very psychologist. I mean, I was asking her some very basic questions that she could not answer. It was.
I never cornered her, bro. They have authority. They got wisdom.
And you're not the smartest guy either, and you cornered her. I'm joking, but you're a smart guy. But you cornered her, and she didn't respond. She couldn't respond. I remember that day. It was about the theories on
Psychopathy.
Yeah.
Sociopathy.
Yeah.
And one more. There was one more. And then she said it was both behavior, and you're like, no. There's different traits, and she said they're exactly like. Anyway, I don't want to give these people any air, but she just, for those of you that are like defending her in the chat and saying, "Oh, she's a great person," she just said the Torah and the Tanakh is vile, and it's not even worth using as toilet paper. So,
I'm never gonna forget that, and no one on here will forget that because I screenshotted that. So, yeah, I'll definitely put that as my PTR next time I see her and Ruben Cook. Because they love each other, so yeah. What are you confused about?
I thought she was Jewish or some shit.
No, she's not. She's not Jewish. She's not Israeli. She says she has family in Israel, which means nothing. And that's it, but then she's gonna come tell other Jews and Israelis how to think and what they can say. It's funny, it's kind of like what Buttercup does. So, very similar. I think they're all friends with each other. Seems about right.
That's creepy, bro. Can it be me?
But it's that easy to get these people exposed, you see? So, this is a wake-up call for everybody.
And she's addressing it to a cantor, a clergy woman. That's the craziest thing. Never mind that there's Jews
She's starting
here.
for me. Yeah, she's going after me now. It's okay.
It's okay. We know who Grace is. We don't need her to certify who Grace is. And if you're that interested, Enigma, you can see there's a reality show coming out. It's called Angry Clergy Wives.
That's me now.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that on HBO next week.
Just one comment. The white Tanakh, the wise part of Tanakh. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
And so the world turns.
That's like bad writing. It's like bad AI. What? Enigma?
She's telling me that every shul she's been to allows for diversity of opinions.
Wait, why did she go to shul? She's not Jewish.
Go look a vote to her.
She's talking about Buttercup, who claims to be Jewish, not Enigma. But I don't believe Buttercup is actually Jewish. Her dad might be Jewish, but that doesn't make her Jewish. Maybe that's the only connection that she does have to Judaism, or she's just so obsessed with Jews that she's learned how to say a couple words in Hebrew, and she's pretty much really studied up on all this shit about Israel and all the conflict about Israel and Palestine and all this bullshit. But there's some people that are so obsessed with this topic that they could be somebody like her, actually.
That's
so
great.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Isn't it true that you guys like do questions?
movie.
I mean, you guys have told me, not necessarily you guys in here, but that you got that you guys are taught to question everything and debate and all that crap.
What's that? What'd you
When
say?
it comes to Judaism, like you guys are encouraged to ask questions and even debate.
Yeah, absolutely. You should ask questions, right? And you should for what's right. So you're supposed to ask questions and fight for what's right. Now, if I'm telling you that once as a compassionate human being would be like, oh my God. Not, but what happened in 1947? You get the point, right? Pepper?
She's holding me, you know, her feet to the fire, that every shul she's been to allows for diversity. And I want her to know that diversity of not wanting us to exist is not diversity.
I mean, bring her to a Sephardic shul. I want her to tell me how that's going to work out.
Oh, that's going to be hilarious. Please bring her to a Sephardic shul. Come play with the Moroccans.
They're trying their best.
But that's why the diversity argument everybody thought was kind of bullshit. Even diversity of opinions is not necessarily a good thing.
It's not good.
Hate is not diversity.
Difference is not good.
Hate is not diversity. That's extreme. Obliterating that.
There's more people for slaves.
What was that, like, Blazing Saddles, where they're trying to, like, hire, like, a bunch of, like, killers? And they had, like, bandits, they had, like, jihadists, they had, like, banditos, just all these unsavory characters, and it's, like, diversity, but they were, like, the worst people, you know? That just came to mind.
Listen, it's leftist talking points, far left talking points. There's other people on the app that are just like that. One of them is from Israel. His name's Amos. So, I mean, it's not too shocking to hear that from her, because other people really do believe in the same shit that she does. And somebody mentioned earlier that you see these other American Jews that end up holding these Palestine flags and stuff at the pro-Palestine protests. She's one of those people. I would not actually shocked to know that Buttercup has attended one of those pro-Palestine protests out on the street, and she might be somewhere on the internet, holding a pro-Palestine or a flag and marching with them in the pro-Palestine protest. I wouldn't be shocked if she's in one of those videos.
Fucking Olympic world, road to hell.
Diversity is what fucked everything up. I mean, the big turning point in Britain was Tony Blair's government, who promoted mass immigration and multiculturalism that encouraged communities to live together side by side by knowledge rates. It was sold as diversity, but the results speak for themselves. If you look at what's happened now, and how politicized it has become.
The crazy part about it is that the Muslims that come to this country, at least to America, or any other country, even London or in United Kingdom, Europe or anywhere in Europe like France, Germany, the Netherlands, that's the last thing that they want. There's diversity. They exclude themselves from anything but diversity. They have Sharia law courts in the UK, in London. You might be familiar with that too, Bias. I think you're from there.
Yeah.
So that's the complete opposite of that.
Absolutely.